Thank you so much for joining us today. Over the next 5 minutes, I want to take you through Xidar system and our vision for creating the next level of excellence in rapid disaster relief. Before I do, I'm just going to give you a little bit of background to the team project. So we were tasked with this enormous challenge, 10 to the 9 plus. We at Xidar took it one step further and asked, what if we could address the ultimate challenge space? What if we could come up with a solution that affects 6.6 billion people? I'm referring to natural disasters. Because whether you're a citizen in San Francisco Bay Area worrying about earthquakes, or a child in the South Pacific worrying about a tsunami, natural disasters have the potential to threaten anyone, anywhere, and at any time. And there's a gap in the way that disaster response is done today. There's something called the golden window, that first 24 hours in which more people will die waiting for assistance and aid than in the initial impact. So what if we used existing and emerging technologies to be able to close that gap in disaster response? Specifically, what if your smartphone, your iPhone, your G phone, your BlackBerry had the potential to lead you to safety, to tell you where medical aid could be found, to save a life?
Now, we anticipate that decreasing computing costs, emerging medical intelligent technologies, your smartphone can all be leveraged to do exactly this. And I'm going to take the next couple of minutes to tell you why. So in the last 2.5 weeks, we've come up with 4 solutions, starting with Civicast, Civicommand, Civitriage, and Civimed. Now, Civicast is a G-phone application that enables any civilian with this application to immediately know what the safest evacuation route is, where you can find medical aid, where you can find shelter, and know that it comes from a reliable and accurate source. On the flip side, Civicommand allows first responders to send in data from the ground to capture the immediate environment, send it to a central data command, integrate that data, the information, and send it out again to the civilian side so that civilians know that they can trust the information that they're receiving on the safest evacuation route, on where to find help and aid. Then we have Civitriage. What if I told you that this smartphone is more than that? That if you coupled this with a radio frequency ID bracelet and you came across a field of victims in a disaster situation, by immediately tagging each victim, you could know who is in critical condition, who is in stable condition, who needed aid now. On the screen behind me, you can see screenshots from our application. And these different colors here indicate whether your patient is stable, critical, or well. Lastly, we have Civimed. This is the next innovation in portable medical care and medical kits. At its very center, you have a hub that consists of your basic needs in vital statistic monitoring and diagnostics. Coupled with that, we have swappable modular solutions that allow you to put in different kits based on your scenario, whether you're facing a forest fire or a flood scenario, for example. Lastly, you can integrate these technologies. So all of a sudden, using your triage system, your medical kit, and your iPhone, you can monitor your patient's heart rate. You can use it on ultrasound, wireless ultrasound, to image their internal organs and get an image of what your patient's status is. So disaster response is looked at all the time. Why are we different? We believe we have a solution because we address those gaps in data integration. We have a reliable way of disseminating credible information. We take the smartphone, a ubiquitous technology that people know how to use anyways, and turn it into a potentially life-saving device. More than that, we have a user-friendly interface and constant continuity of care. So, I'm just going to leave you with one final thought. There is a difference between the greatest technological solution and the reality of implementation. So in addition to building our solutions over the past 2.5 weeks, we've also been talking to experts in the field and asking them, is this realistic? talking to the experts, they've told us that this has the potential to save lives, that this has the potential to change the way that field-based medical care is done today, and that also has the potential to integrate data in a more reliable and faster manner. So we believe that we have a solution right here, right now in front of us that can narrow that gap in response care, that can address that golden window and potentially bring safety, assistance, and aid to those millions, to those 6.6 billion, each and every one of us that are threatened by natural disasters today. Those are our solutions from Xidar. Thank you so much for your attention. And thank you to those who have assisted us over these past 2.5 weeks. And last but not least, thank you to one of the most amazing teams who has come together to make this happen. Thanks.